Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video, as you can tell by the title, is my October favourites. I haven't done a specific monthly favourites for a really long time, so I thought it was about time that I sat down and we had a chat about my favourite products at the moment. So I'm going to jump straight in, and the first thing I'm going to get out of the way is my kind of miscellaneous product, and that is my water bottle. This is the Brita filtered water bottle. I got this a couple of months ago, and you might say, well, why have you got just a standard old water bottle in your favourites video? Well, it's not a standard water bottle. Well, it kind of is really, but it has a filter in it, so it filters out any impurities and just gives you super pure, really nice water. The reason that I like this is because it reminds me to keep drinking water. This has become like my right arm. I take this everywhere with me, just because, now I'm gonna sound a bit silly right now, but I think that it's really cool because you've got a little clippy and it opens, and I just think that it's a nice looking water bottle. Like, it's not a water bottle that's just a crappy old plastic one that you've been having kicking around for ages. It's a nice looking water bottle. The main reason that I do really like it, like I said, is because it reminds me to drink lots and lots of water. I always have this filled up and I drink about 5 of these a day, so that's 5 litres of water a day. Especially now we're coming into the autumn time, my skin is dry anyway, so this weather, especially in England, tends to dry out even more. So I just like to stay as hydrated as possible, and this just helps remind me to do so. That's probably a bit of a silly one, so don't mind that too much, I suppose. The next thing I want to move on to is the range of skincare from Boots. I was in Boots a couple of months ago, and I wanted to just pick up some relatively cheap skincare because I was running low on moisturiser and serums and that sort of thing. So I saw that the Botanics range was on offer for 3 for 2, and it's not that expensive anyway. So I picked up 3 things from this range to get a 3 for 2, and the first thing I got was the Botanics Radiance Balm, the All Bright Radiance Balm, which looks like this. There's I'm not sure how many millilitres in this, 50 mils in this one. And then along with that I got the Radiance Concentrate All Bright Serum. You can probably see that I was on a little bit of a bright, I was just on one with the bright at this point. And then I also got the Hydrating Day Cream with SPF 15, and it's the All Bright one as well. Just because I want to incorporate as much brightening and hydrating things into my skincare as possible. Like I said, I do have dry skin, so I want to just keep incorporating as much hydration and radiance into my skin as possible, because I don't like having matte skin. It doesn't do it for me. I don't like having matte skin. I don't have oily skin, so I don't really need to use matte foundations. I always try to include some sort of a beauty oil or liquid highlighter into my foundation, but instead of doing that I wanted to branch out and shush Snapchat. I wanted to get some brightening skincare stuff, and I love this stuff. It's really good. I would never have thought, oh, Boots Botanic own range, it's going to be phenomenal quality, especially this one. This one, if you're going to buy just one out of the 3, I would recommend this one, the All Bright Balm. It just gives you such a lovely glow to your skin. Doesn't break the bank whatsoever. I think they're maybe £5 or £6 each. I'm gonna stock up on these big time before I move to Austria in a couple of months, because I'm over there for 5 months and I don't want to be without these whilst I'm over there. So I'm gonna need to get another like 4 of these, but it just makes your skin feel incredible. So I'm loving this range at the moment. If you guys saw my massive collective beauty haul, you'll see that I mentioned about this. This is the Fasali Rose Gold Elixir. It looks like this, and when I first used it, I really wasn't sold on it at all when I first used it. I thought that it just made my skin look super oily. I was not a fan of it whatsoever. But a way that I really do like using it is popping a couple of drops on my kabuki brush and then buffing in my foundation with it, which I have seen people on Instagram doing, so I kind of tried that tip out and it looks really, really nice. The only thing that I would say is you have to be so careful not to use too much of this, because too much of this makes you look like an oil barrel. Like, I have never ever, I think, looked oily in my life really when I've worn makeup, and using this, I guess I put way too much of this on my brush when I was doing my foundation, and I finished my makeup and I went downstairs and I looked in the mirror and I just looked crazy oily, crazy oily. So you have to be really careful when you use this, so only use 2 or 3 drops. It does go a very long way, but it does give you a really, really nice glow if you use just a little amount. So I wanted to give this a quick shout out just to set the record straight about my first opinions versus my current opinions. The next thing that I wanted to shout out is my glow kit. This is the Glow Kit in Gleam by Anastasia Beverly Hills. I'm sure you guys will have seen these. They're everywhere. They're on every makeup photo, every Instagram post. They're just very grammed, I would say. And mine is in Gleam and I really, really like it. I'm wearing it at the moment. It's so pigmented. It's so pigmented. I would say it's on a par with my favourite eyeshadow, which is my Kiko 208. If I had my 208 in this size, life would be phenomenal. The only thing I would say is that I don't get much use out of Hard Candy and Mimosa just because they're quite dark and I'm coming into my pale scene because it's coming into autumn, so I'm losing my tan, and like I couldn't highlight with what's it called, Mimosa, because that's a bronze colour. Maybe when it's summertime and I've got a good tan I can use that, but at the moment I'm not able to, so I stick with Crushed Pearl and Stardust. I just filmed a tutorial on this and I did mix the 3 of these together, so you can make them work, but I don't think that I would use either Hard Candy or Starburst on their own because I don't like super pink highlights, and they're both obviously pinky undertones, but mixing them together is lovely and they're so pigmented, and I'm really hoping this is going to last me quite a long time. The new concealer from Bourjois. I was in Boots when I was stocking up on stuff and I saw that they've released a new concealer. This is the Radiance Reveal concealer. It says that it corrects, illuminates and gives 24-hour hydration. I've got mine in 01 Ivory just because I wanted to use it to highlight, and I really, really like it. I'm very, very impressed. It is pretty good for coverage. Today I've got some quite big dark circles going on, so it's not phenomenal, but for a drugstore concealer, it's really, really nice. And the other day I went to the gym and I just put a tad bit of concealer on, and you know how sometimes you put concealer on but then it looks weird, so you have to put foundation on the rest of your face and basically do a full face. I was able to put just this on and it kind of meshed well with my skin so that I didn't need to put any foundation or anything on. It looked like my skin was just nicer than it normally is. So that really impressed me because I don't find that often with concealers, where I can just do an under eye conceal and I can get away with no other foundation. Because I have keratosis pilaris in my face, which gives me my redness, often you can't really get away with just doing a bit of an under eye conceal and then going out normally because of my redness. Often I will just have to put my foundation on, but with this little guy I was able to just do a quick under eye conceal and be out the door to the gym, so that was really nice, so I give it props for that. The next thing I want to give a shout out to is my Morphe palette in 35K. You guys know I love my Morphe palettes. They are just unbelievable, so pigmented, absolutely gorgeous. And this is this is just beautiful, especially these two. I use this in my when I did my eyes today. Oh, I just love it. I just want to put a different eyeshadow on my eye every single day for the rest of my life from here because it's just so beautiful. I just love bronzy neutrals. Oh, it's just the way to my heart. And then the very last thing that I wanted to give a shout out to is my ABH Dip Brow Pomade. This has been a game changer for my brows. I just love it. It's so great for my brows, and I use it combined with my crown brush, which again I've mentioned many times before. I can't find it now, I've got too much stuff going on here, but it looks really great with my hair colour. It literally matches my roots so perfectly because I do have my balayage hair going on, which I'm getting touched up very soon, but I needed a dip brow that would match me perfectly, and I've got this in the shade taupe and it does match perfectly. This is brilliant. It's super light, doesn't feel heavy on your brows, but that's everything that I wanted to give a shout out to for the October favourites. Hope that you guys did enjoy this video. If you got any products that you think I might like to try, I'm always in the market to try new skincare products, especially skincare for dry skin or just like normal skin. And oh, sorry, my phone keeps buzzing. But anything that's going to give me a glow, give me some autumn winter hydration, then help a sister out and let me know so I can try it. And I think that's everything I have to say. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, all that fun stuff. All my social media links are in the description. And until next time, I'll talk to you very soon. Bye!